मेरू जाती है आवाज। Assalamu alaikum students. Today the topic which we have to discuss that is vitamins. Okay. Already we have started this topic from balanced diet, that there are some components of human food which are very important for our body. Among them we have discussed carbohydrates, lipids, proteins. Now today we will discuss a role of calcium and iron in the body. Now today we will discuss the vitamins. So vitamins are very important part of our body and they play very important role. So first we will discuss what are vitamins. Vitamins are the chemical compounds that are required in low amounts but are essential for normal growth and metabolism. Vitamins are the chemicals compound, okay, and they are required in low amount. We do not require vitamins in a large quantity. We need their quantity in a low amount, but are essential, important for normal growth and metabolism. We all of know all biochemical reactions inside our body happens in our blood. So the process of life activities which is happen inside the blood, that is called metabolism. So metabolism, they help in growth. Vitamins help in growth and they also increase the activity of our metabolism. Okay, now we will discuss the its type. What are its type? Okay, so vitamins may be divided into two groups or two types. Okay, so vitamins, now we are, this is a definition of vitamins. It is started from here. You can mark in your book. Vitamins are the chemical compounds that are required in low amounts but are essential for normal growth and metabolism. Till metabolism, this is a definition of vitamins. Now we will discuss the types of vitamins or groups of vitamins. Types or groups are same thing. Vitamins may be divided into two groups. The fat soluble vitamins, they consist of vitamin A, D, E and K, and the water soluble vitamins means vitamin B and vitamin C. Okay, so you have to keep in your mind there are two types of vitamins. Okay, first, vitamin fat soluble vitamins consist of vitamin A, D, E and K, and the second one is water soluble vitamins, which are consist of vitamin B and C. Okay, so now first we discuss what are fat soluble vitamins. What are they? Okay, so you can see in your book, its explanation is given in your side box. If you see the side box, it is given. So first you will write the types of vitamins. There are two types of vitamins, fat soluble and the other one is water soluble. So now we will discuss what are fat soluble vitamins. So we will see the box. Fat soluble vitamins are much less excreted from the body as compared to water soluble vitamins. Excreted means eliminated, discharged from our body, escape from our body. So fat soluble vitamins are much less. They reduce from our body in less amount, okay, as compared to water soluble vitamins. This means the levels of water soluble vitamins in the body can decrease more quickly, leading to vitamin deficiency. So if fat soluble vitamins are going to decrease in our body very quickly, so because of that it can cause of deficiency of vitamin, deficiency of fat soluble vitamin. And we all of know fat soluble vitamins consist of A, D, E and K. And we also know about vitamin A and vitamin D, that they both are very important for our body. Now we will discuss what are water soluble vitamins. Okay, so you can see another box which is given in your book. Cooking or heating destroy the water soluble vitamins more readily than the fat soluble vitamin. So cooking and heating are examples of water soluble vitamin, destroys the water soluble form more readily than the fat soluble vitamins. Okay, now we will discuss, first we will discuss fat soluble vitamins, in which we will discuss vitamin A and vitamin D in detail, and then we will discuss vitamin B and vitamin C. Okay, so first we will discuss the vitamin A. It belongs to a group of fat soluble vitamins. So what is a vitamin A? First, I will tell you its identification when it was recognized. Vitamin A was the first fat soluble vitamin identified in 1930. Mark in your book for your MCQs. This is very important. Vitamin A was the first fat soluble vitamin identified in 1930. Okay, it is very important. Now, next we will discuss. It was functions. Okay, what are the functions of vitamin A? So first is formation of rhodopsin. Formation of rhodopsin. We also have discussed rhodopsin in last chapter, okay, in which we have discussed rhodopsin. Actually, they are present. I tell you again. They are present in our eye. Our eye consists of three layers: outer layer, middle layer, and inner layer. The inner layer of your eye, the rhodopsin are present. Okay, so they are responsible for bright light. Okay, and the cones are, they are responsible for dim light, and the cones are responsible for bright light. So they are present in our inner eye. Okay, so it combines with a protein called opsin to form rhodopsin in rod cells of the retina of eye. So when vitamin A is inadequate, it means insufficient. The lack of rhodopsin makes it difficult to see in dim light. Okay, so a person, if it has a deficiency of rhodopsin, because of that, it cannot see properly in dim light. Always you have observed that if you are sitting in a room and if light has gone, what is happened? Definitely suddenly you see that there is dark all in your surrounding, but after some time your eyes are able to see in dim light. So how this is possible? This is possible because of rhodopsin. Okay, so these rhodopsin are present in your rod cells in your inner eye at the retina of eye. Retina is present in the inner eye, in inner part of your eye. So when vitamin A is inadequate, okay, if a person is not taking vitamin A properly, so if there is lack of vitamin A in his body, it can cause a lack of rhodopsin, makes it difficult to see in dim light. So a person who is not taking proper vitamin A, because of that it cannot see properly in dim light. Okay, second one is that self differentiation. Okay, second point is that we are discussing now the functions of vitamin A. Okay, and they are starting from this part. This is the first function, formation of rhodopsin. Okay, now we will discuss that differentiation of cell differentiation. Okay, how can we differentiate, how can we contrast between different cells? So we will see it is also involved in cell differentiation, a process through which embryonic cells transform into mature cells with specific functions. Okay, with specific functions is called differentiation. What is the differentiation? It is also involved in cell differentiation, a process through which embryonic cells. What are embryonic cells? We all of know region of life is started from a single cell. So when this single cells is began to divide, we have to discuss division of cell in detail in chapter number 5, mitosis and meiosis. So when the early embryo is produced in the fetus, that is called embryonic cells. And this embryo when convert into complete organism, so this embryonic cells transpose into mature cells with specific functions. So at that time, the cells perform specific function. So vitamin A is necessary for that stage. So it help in cell differentiation. Okay, and the next is that bone growth. Third function is that bone growth. Vitamin A also support bone growth and immune functions. It helps to perform our immune functions. So these are the four functions of vitamin A. Sometimes this question is asked in the board exam. Okay, what are the functions of vitamin A? You already have read in your book. You already have discussed with your teacher, but at that time you have forgotten okay, what should be right in this answer. So its answer is simple. You can give the heading over here, functions of vitamin A. So the first function is that given is a formation of rod cell. Okay, and the second function is that cell differentiation. Okay, and the third function is that bone growth, and the fourth function is that immune functions. So vitamin A plays a very important role in the life of a person. So I repeating this point again because sometimes this question comes in your board exam that write a note on vitamin A, and I also have told you that I have told you that one long question, question number 7A, comes from your chapter number 8, and chapter number 8 and 9 both are important for your short question. Question number 4 of short questions in your paper comes from chapter number 8 and 9. Okay, so these are very important. First, I am repeating the identification of vitamin A. It is a chemical compound that are required. This is a introduction of vitamin. Okay, vitamins are required in low amount and are essential for normal growth and metabolic activity. Second, vitamins can be divided into two main big groups or two types: the fat soluble vitamins and the water soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins means A, D, E, and K. And for the water soluble vitamins means vitamin B and vitamin C. So first we have discussed the vitamin A. Now we have discussed what are fat soluble vitamins. So its explanation is given in a side box. Fat soluble vitamins are much less excreted from the body as compared to water soluble vitamins. This means that levels of water soluble vitamins in the body can decrease more quickly, leading to vitamin deficiency. And what are water soluble vitamins? We also have seen in the box: cooking or heating destroy the water soluble vitamins more readily, means more speedily, than the fat soluble vitamins. Then we have discussed vitamin A because it is a group of fat soluble vitamin. So the first fat soluble vitamin identified, recognized in 1913. This date is very important for your MCQs. Always repeat in MCQs. It combines with a, so these are the functions of vitamin A. First is formation of rods. I have told you that rod and cones, these are present in behind your retina in your inner eye. So rods are responsible to see in a dim light, and the cones are responsible to see in a bright light. So these rods are formed because of a protein which is called opsin. And where are they produced? They are produced in rod cells of the retina of eye. So when there is a vitamin A is inadequate, the lack of rodsin makes it difficult to see in dim light. Okay. Second one, it is also involved. It is also um, I. When vitamin A is, it is also involved in cell differentiation, a process through which embryonic cells transform into mature cells with specific functions. So vitamin A also supports bone growth. This is a first part, and immune functions, and also help in immune functions. I hope you understand the introduction of vitamin A. Now we will come to next page. Okay, what are the sources of vitamin A? Look at the screen. So this table is very important, which can help us to understand the functions, deficiencies, and sources of important vitamins. Okay, so this table is important for your MCQ. First is given vitamin, and this is a vitamin A. What are the sources of vitamin A? From which food we can get the vitamin? We can get from leafy vegetables, for example, spinach, carrots, yellow fruits. Okay, we can get vitamin A from fish, we can get from liver, and we can get from egg, milk, and butter. So these are important sources of vitamin A. So what are their functions? Vision in dim light, because we have discussed in the function of vitamin A. Vitamin A help in to see in dim light. Okay, so it help in cell differentiation. These are four functions: help in growth and help in immune. These four functions we have discussed in our previous page. Come to deficiency symptoms. Okay, what are the symptoms? What are are signs which tells us that there is a lack of deficiency, or that there is a lack of vitamin A in your body. So first is poor growth. If it is a child, it will show a poor growth. Okay, its height will not be increased. It will not be active. Secondly, blindness. Blindness means a person is not able to see in dim light, and dry skin. And its skin will be totally dry, lack of vitamin A, because we all of know the source of vitamin A is leafy vegetables, and we all of know a leafy vegetable means spinach, carrots, and yellow fruits. And we all of know these foods are consist of a lot of dietary fiber in them, and definitely they are providing a large quantity of water to your body. So if you are not getting them, because of that your skin can be dry. It can be dry, like many patches can be formed on your skin. So you have to learn its sources, okay, four functions, and the deficiency symptoms. Now we will discuss vitamin C. This is a water soluble vitamin. Okay, so we can find vitamin C from citrus fruits. Citrus fruits means you can get from lemon, you can get from grapefruit. Okay, leafy green vegetables. Yes, a lot of vitamin C is present also in green leafy vegetables, and these are also present in vitamin A. It means leafy vegetables have vitamin A and vitamin C both in them. And beef liver, okay, and the liver of cow, beef we get from cow. So it is a lot of present in these parts, in these foods. Okay, now we will discuss what are the functions of vitamin C. First is collagen formation. Collagen is a new word. Actually, our skeleton system is made by hard bones. Okay, so our bones have are attached to each other. So the matrix, the fluid which attach one bone to other bone, that is called collagen. So it helps in collagen formation. Definitely it make our bones strong. Secondly, healing of wounds. Yes, if you have any cut of your body, it will be healed very quickly because you are taking vitamin C. And third one, the third most important function, the functioning of immune system. It means due to vitamin C your immune system can be strong. And you are also watching this example in your surrounding nowadays due to COVID-19, because the patients of COVID-19 are recommended to take vitamin C. Why? Because first of all, it strongs your immune system. And definitely if your immune system will become strong, so no virus, no bacteria can damage your body. Okay, second and the last one is what are the symptoms of deficiency of vitamin C? So if there is a lack of vitamin C in body, it can cause of scurvy. Okay, scurvy is a disease of your gums in which your gums began to bleed. Second, fatigue. A person always feel tired. Poor wound healing. Definitely its wounds will not be healed quickly. And bleeding gums and joints. Okay, and definitely they have a pain in gums and they have a pain in their joints. So vitamin C play very important role in your life. And we also discussed that vitamin C are belong to a group of water soluble vitamins. Okay, and cooking and heating can damage their efficiency. So if we talk about citrus fruit, we have to take citrus fruit in a fresh form. We have to take leafy green vegetable as a salad in our food. Okay, and beef liver, definitely we have to cook it, but it contains a lot of vitamin C in them. So the function of vitamin C to make collagen, which is present in our bones to attach one bone to other bone, help in healing of wounds very quickly. And it functioning of immune system means it make our immune system very strong. Now come to vitamin D. Now we will discuss a vitamin D. We all of know that vitamin D is belong to a group of fat soluble vitamin. We have discussed in previous page that vitamin A, D, E and K, they are the part of uh, uh, fat soluble vitamin, and vitamin C and B, they belong to water soluble vitamins. So we will discuss vitamin D. Vitamin D belongs to a fat soluble vitamin. Okay, so we can get vitamin D from fish liver oil. Okay, we can get vitamin D from milk. Okay, and we can get vitamin D from ghee and butter, and synthesized by